adding and subtracting like terms. In today's lesson, we will be looking at adding and subtracting like terms. The word like terms might throw you off a little bit and you might think, hang on a minute, what do you mean by like terms? Sometimes this is also known as collecting like terms in a topic. So you might see it on a maths website or a revision guide. It might say the words collecting like terms instead of adding and subtracting like terms. Well, what does it actually mean? Well, like terms means things which are the same. Things which are the same. So, for example, we can add 2 cars and 3 cars together, can't we? Because they are the same. That would give us 5 cars. I can add 3 books and 4 books together. Because they are the same, that means I would have 7 books altogether. I can also add 5 apples and 2 apples together. That would give me 7 apples. How about 2 apples and 5 bananas? Can I add them together? I can't, can I? Because they are not the same. I can't have 7, I don't know, ananas or apanas or bapples. There is no such thing, therefore I cannot add them together because they are not the same. I could add 2x and 11x together because they are the same. How many x's have I got then if I've got 2 and 11? I've got 13, haven't I? However, I can't add 4x and 2y together because they are not the same. That is the same situation as 2 apples and 5 bananas. Therefore, we can't add them together. So that's what like terms means. Adding and subtracting like terms is adding or subtracting the things which are the similar, basically. Okay, so let's have a look at some examples then. Okay, number 1, we'll start off fairly easy and simple. Okay, I've got A, add A, add A. If you want to put a number in front of the A, the invisible number would be 1. I'll do it in red. We normally don't like to have the number 1 in front of a letter. We just keep it as just a letter on its own. Well, 1A, add 1A, add 1A. How many A's have we got? 3A. That's adding the like terms because adding things that are the same. 2A add 3A is 5A. Okay. How about 4A minus 2A? So we're subtracting now. So 4A take away 2A would be 2A. Okay, how about 7x? Okay, 7x minus 2x minus 3x. So 7x take away 2x is 5x. Take away 3x is 2x. Okay, let's have a mixture of adding and subtracting then. So we can have 2b, add 3b, take 4b plus 7b. Okay, so we can add and subtract these together, can't we? Because they're all the same. So 2b add 3b is 5b. Take away 4b is 1b. Add 7b is 8b. And we have added the things which are the same, and you can see that here. They've been the same. Now, it just gets a little bit more complicated when you have letters in there which aren't the same and people get tempted to add and subtract them, or even when you have a mixture of signs like an add and a minus in front of different signs. So let's have a look at some other examples then. Okay. 2a add 7b. Okay. So I have got 2a plus 7b plus 3a plus 5b. We have a bit of a problem here because I've got a's and b's. And remember, you can only add the things which are the same. And by that, I mean the like terms, the things which are the same. So I'm just going to start off with 2a. I always like to put a circle or a shape around the thing that I'm looking at. So I've got 2a. Have I got another a in here? Yes, I do. I have 3a. I don't just circle 3a. I have to circle what's in front of 3a because that tells me what we're doing to it. Are we adding or are we subtracting? So I'm going to put a circle around plus 3a. Well, 2a plus 3a is 5a. I've dealt with that. Let's do the b's. Again, make sure you include the sign in front of your expression inside because it tells you what it is. Here, plus 7b tells you it's positive. So you've got positive 7b, add 5b, which is plus 12b, positive 12b. I can't add these together because they are not the same. A and B are totally different. Therefore, this stays as it is. Okay. Okay. Again, similar situation. I've got different letters. So let's have a look. I'm going to start off with the x's. That's the first thing there. So I've got 2x. Remember to circle the sign in front of your expression. So plus, that tells me what I'm going to do. 2x plus 4x is 6x. Then positive 3y. Add 7y is positive 10y, so plus 10y. I can't add these together because they are totally different. Therefore, it stays as it is. Don't make the mistake of adding that and writing 16xy. It's not correct. 8. Let's have a look at something different. Losing my page. Okay, so let's start off with the A's because that's just the first thing. 4A, have I got another A? Yep. Remember, if you circle the sign in front, it tells you what you're doing. So this time we're taking away. 4A take 3A is 1A. I'm just going to write it as A. I've got 2B plus 4B, take away 2B. Right, let's do this. 2B add 4B is 6B. Take away 2B is 4B, so positive 4B, so plus 4B. Again, I can't add them together. You can think of it as apples and bananas. We can't add them together, so it stays as it is. Okay, let's have a look at another. Okay, so again, minus 4x, remember, oops, minus 3x. Oh, that's not worked out well, has it? So you've got a minus 4x, take away 3x. That is minus 7x. Then you've got 2y, positive 2y, take away 2y, which is nothing. There's no point writing plus 0y because there is no y's, so we just leave it as minus 7x, okay? We do not need to write the plus 0y. Okay? Let's have a look at a few other examples. Okay. We'll do minus, that's it, we'll leave it actually. So 3a minus 4a, oh, minus 7a. So 3a take away 4a. Well, that's minus 1a, isn't it? Take away 7a is minus 8a. Let's do the b's. I've got 2b. I've got to add 6b onto it. Then I've got to take off 2b. So 2 add 6 is 8. 8 take away 2 is 6 plus 6b. Again, we can't add these together because they're different. Therefore, it stays as it is. What if you had something like this? This is where it gets a little bit complicated when you have squares or cubes within your answer or within your question. Some people think, well, actually, we can add all these together. So 2, add 4 is 6, add 3, 7, 8, 9, add 2, 10, 11. And then, I don't know, some people would maybe write 11y or 11y squared, or some people would even write 11y cubed. All these are incorrect. Remember, you can only add and subtract things which are the same. So in this situation, we've got y and we've got y squared. They're two totally different things, and we know that because y is just y, but y squared is actually y times y. So that's different to just y, therefore we can't add these together. So if we were to add these together, we could only add the y's together. So 2y add 3y is 5y. And then we've got 4y squared add 2y squared, which is 6y squared. Again, we can't add these together because they are totally different. One's a y and one's a y squared. So therefore it stays as it is. Don't be tempted to add them at this stage. Let's have a look at something similar like this again. We'll do it with x's this time. Okay. So let's deal with the x's first. 7x, take away 2x. Oh, we've got another one, plus 2x. Should we change the last one? I think I'm going to change it to plus 4x actually. Make it a bit different. So 7x take away 2x is 5x. 5x plus 4x is 9x. I've got minus 4x squared minus 3x squared. That's minus 7x squared. Again, we can't add these together because they're the same. One's an x and one is an x squared. Therefore, you can't add them together. Okay. Let's have a look at something else. Okay, a lot going on here. So I'm going to start off with the y. 2y. And we've got a minus 7y. I don't think we've got any other y's. Nope. So 2y minus 7y is minus 5y. Let's sort the x's out. Remember positive 4x. Remember to put the sign in front. Minus 3x. Oh, and plus 2x. So 4x take away 3x is 1x. 1x plus 2x is 3x. And then we've got 4x squared plus 6x squared. Could have put a different shape around that. Let's just put a bit of a triangle thing on top so we know they're the same. Oops. 4x squared plus 6x squared is plus 10x squared. And again, we can't add any of these together because we've got a y, we've got an x, and we've got an x squared. And remember that an x is x, but an x is x squared. There's two x's there. They are totally different. You can't add them together. Let's have a look at another example. You might have something like this. Okay. So we've got 2x plus 3x minus 5x. Remember to circle the sign in front because it tells you what you're doing. So 2x plus 3x is 5x. Oh, 5x taken with 5x is no x's. I've got minus 4x squared. Oh, and just a plus 2x squared, which is minus 2x squared. Then I've got, might put a triangle on this one or another shape. Like this, minus 7x squared, plus 7x cubed minus 3x cubed is plus 4x cubed. It's very easy to get the signs and the letters mixed up because it's such a mouthful to say x squared, x cubed, and there's minuses and adding it, which is why putting shapes around your expressions helps because you can identify what you're doing to each one, and then you can always go back and check over your answers. Again, in this situation where you can't really add these together because one's an x squared and one's an x cubed. X squared means x times x, and x cubed means x times x times x. They're totally different things, so we can't add them together. So don't be tempted in this situation there to add them together. So this here was our lesson on adding and subtracting like terms. We looked at what like terms are. They are the things that are the same. And we looked at adding and we looked at subtracting them in different ways. The first ones were fairly simple and straightforward ones where you just had one single letter and you were adding and subtracting. That is fairly simple and straightforward. The others get quite tricky where you've got two different letters. You may even have three different letters, which we didn't look at, but we could do at the end. I mean, you had three different things here. You had an x squared, and an x cubed. But just to finish off, you might have something like this. 5a minus 2b plus 3c minus 6a plus 7b minus 2c. Okay, so three different letters going. So 5a minus 6a would be minus 1a, minus 2b add 7b would be plus 5b. And then you've got 3c minus 2c, which is 1c, just plus c on its own. And there you are. So we looked at adding and subtracting different like terms. There we are. Hope it was useful for you. Thank you for watching.